Okay, children, I think I've sent you image of this question as well, and there is a slight mistake in this. If you all have observed that I have happened to make, do not pay attention to that. I've called this diameter. This is actually the diameter. The diagonal of the rectangle so formed out here would be the diameter of the given circle. Okay, and I happen to write this as r. This should have been 2r. Okay, so basically in our conclusion no difference has come, but yes, of course, somewhere that is an error. This was actually 2r, not r. Okay, r would be the radius, 2r, this is actually the diameter. Okay, so please kindly, when you're fairing up this work, correct that. Okay, instead of r, write 2r out here and do the changes required in the solution, right? Okay, so I hope you're clear with this question as well. In this question we were a given circle, it was a circle is given to us, means its radius can be considered as a constant. Radius and और या इसको 2r बनाओगे तो this would be a constant quantity. Variables will be only x and y. Okay, so rectangle के dimensions की बात होगी तो length and breadth we have to assume as x and y. Okay, then clearly you can see from the figure rectangle, so this angle will be 90. You can apply Pythagoras theorem, hence you get this relation, x square plus y square is equal to 2r square hoga. Please, you'll have to correct that, children. Okay, right, then we have to talk about area of this figure. Area is length into breadth. Now this is a point that you have to take care of. If you start differentiating or replacing in this very form, then the problem will arise. You'll have to put a root sign. When you're replacing this y from here, then you'll get under root. Okay, so to avoid that under root, we have changed this a to another function z. If a is maximum, its square is also maximum. जैसे जैसे a बढ़ेगा उसका square भी relatively बढ़ेगा, right? So whenever such problem arises where you come across a root sign is coming, then you can square the quantity for your calculation ease. All right, so I've changed this area to z, another new function where I'm considering its square to avoid the root sign. So this can be done. Okay, this should be done rather to avoid calculation mistakes. All right, now replacing your y square is going to be easy. You will not have to put root sign. इसे correct कर लेना, 2r आएगा यहाँ पे. Okay, 2r whole square या 4r square accordingly, although final result में कोई difference नहीं आ रहा है. Right, then you'll differentiate that and then equate that to 0, like we are doing in other questions, and you're getting x as, there'll be a change out here of course because this would be 4r by 2 या जो भी आएगा dimension, right? And then likewise you will evaluate your y now, and you will observe that x and y both will come out to be same. So if you get x is equal to y, rectangle, if your length is equal to breadth, it reduces to a square, and that is what you had to show, that for this area to be maximum, the figure should be actually a square. So if you've shown length is equal to breadth, you've shown the figure is a square. But you need to of course find second order derivative. Second order derivative, substituting your r is coming out to be clearly negative, which is implying maxima. Hence you have proved that the area will be maximum and the figure would be a square. All right, okay. Then next I've taken question number 20. I think I've done all the questions nearly after that because all these are really important. Okay, 20th question says show that the right circular cylinder of given surface, given जो होता है उसे हम constant ले सकते हैं. Okay, of given surface and maximum volume. तो जो maximum बोल दिया minimum बोल दिया, उस function को हम differentiate करके maxima या minima दिखाएंगे, is such that the height will be equal to the diameter of the base. That is what your question was. Okay, reading it carefully, then you will realize I've called let r be the radius because formula में r ही आता है, तो I have assumed r as radius, so diameter naturally is 2r. Okay, and let h be the height of the cylinder. Then we have to show h is equal to 2r. That is what our question is, that we'll have to show h should come equal to 2r when volume will be maximum. Okay, so volume का expression बनाएंगे, and जो given था s, surface area was given, हम इस s को constant मान सकते हैं. Okay, so assuming the dimensions, let r be the radius, h be the height of the right circular cylinder, then your s, total surface area of a cylinder, comes out to be 2 pi r plus h. Two circular tops and CSA 2 pi RH. Okay. Now, when we are forming this expression, either r या h में से एक आपको replace करना पड़ेगा. We want single variable. Of course, replacing h is going to be easier out here. So यहाँ से अगर आप h का function बनाते हो, 2 pi r taken to the other side, so s upon 2 pi r, फिर ये r भी उधर जाएगा minus r. ये पूरा h की value आ गई by equation 1. Okay, so by equation 1 you can replace that. And now this entire function is in r, अंदर distribute कर लो, easier हो जाएगा simplify करके differentiate करना. So if you multiply that inside, this is what it comes. Differentiating with respect to r, r differentiated, only s by 2 remains here. This becomes 3r square minus 3 pi r square. Equating that to 0 for maxima minima, we know we should have the first derivative vanishing. So taking 3r square to the other side, you end up getting this relation. अब आपको क्वेश्चन में क्या दिखाना था? r and h के बीच में रिलेशन दिखाना है. ओके, सो व्हाट आर वी डूइंग नेक्स्ट इज वी आर रिप्लेसिंग आर s. ये s का जो इक्विवेलेंट था ये यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दो, तो आपको h एंड r में रिलेशन मिल जाएगा ऑटोमेटिकली. ओके, वन वे इज, कुछ लोग ऐसे करते हैं कि यहाँ से r की वैल्यू निकाल लेंगे, फिर सब्स्टिट्यूट करके h की निकाल लेंगे, बट वो लेंदी हो जाता है. सो हमें पता है वी डोंट हैव टू फाइंड r एंड h. द क्वेश्चन वाज नॉट टू फाइंड, जहां होगा फाइंड करो वहां आप फाइंड करोगे. ओके, बट इन दिस क्वेश्चन इट वाजंट आस्क्ड दैट यू हैव टू फाइंड r एंड h, यू हैव टू शो द रिलेशन. तो ऐसे क्वेश्चन में सीधे ये s का रिप्लेसमेंट कर देना चाहिए. सो s आई हैव रिप्लेस्ड फ्रॉम इक्वेशन 1 out here. So when you replace it, solve it, you're getting h is equal to 2r. Height is equal to the diameter. 2r is the diameter. That is what your question was. But you'll have to find the second derivative. So ये हमारा first derivative था differentiating. This is a constant s by 2. तो वो vanish हो गया. इसका derivative आ गया minus 6 pi r, which is clearly negative for any and every r. So it implies a maxima. Hence your conclusion.